All right, guys, this is week 26 for homework. Happy Dr. Seuss's birthday. And there's also Read Across America Day. So, anyways, for math, we're continuing to review fractions. Okay, here's an example. They want to know is 3/6 greater than 3/8? You could use models like this. You notice that here's 3/6 and here's 3/8. Obviously, we know that 3/6 is greater than 3/8. Okay? If you write 3/8 first, it'll be less than. 3/8 is less than 3/6. Okay? So you'll do some examples with that. So here's an example here. Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with 3 shaded in. Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And with 1, 2, with 6 shaded in. So 3/8 is less than 6/8. So that's the sign you would use. Here I have 1/3. This is 1/3. And this is a half. And so in this case, we know that 1/3 is actually less than a half. You could use models or you could also use number lines. Okay? So 3/8, 1, 2, 3 would be right here. 4, 5, and then 5/8 would be here. Obviously, based on that, we know that 3/8 is less than 5/8. Says what fraction is shown in problems 6 through 10? Well, my denominator, okay, is the number at the bottom, which is how many do I have all together? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, my numerator is how many are shaded in? 3. That would be my fraction for that. Same thing for 7, 8, 9, and 10. And here, you could use models, okay, or a number line. Just so you know, if my numerators are the same, okay, is my smaller denominator is actually greater. So this would be 2/4 is greater than 2/6. Okay? And then in this case, it would be the opposite. 2/6 is less than 2/4. If my denominators are the same like this, okay, then my larger numerator would be greater. So in this case, 2 is actually less than 3. And then it would be the opposite. 3/4 is greater than 2/4. So for 15 and 16, anything that's less than this. So 1/8 would be good. Okay, here, anything that's less than this, I would put a number that's less than 6 would maybe like 5. So 5/8. 6/8 was greater than 5/8. Dion and Rob each get the same size. Each get the same size packs of crackers. Dion gets 3/6. Rob eats 3/4 of the cracker. Compare the fractions. So 3/6 and 3/4. Okay, who eats more of his crackers? Well, again, if my numerators are the same, I go with a smaller denominator. That's greater. So in this case, 3/6 is less than 3/4. And then you do the same there. It says which fraction goes on the blank. Again, we're just comparing fractions. Okay, same thing. Which fraction goes on the blank? Which fraction is less than 2/8? Which model can you use to compare 1/3 and 1/6? And then which number could you put as your numerator that's going to be less than, okay, so the number here has to be less than the number here. And then for your reading homework, You're reading a story called How the Teddy Bear Got Its Name, and then make sure you answer the questions on the next page. There's questions here, and then on page 3, there's also questions here. Match the vocabulary words with the story with the correct definitions. You'll do that. Okay, remember, homework is due on Friday. All right, so have a good week.